Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Jack and I are out here doing one cast again today. It is Friday the 3rd of May. Running the same 15,000 CFS. I'm just below lookout. I'm going to drift a 2 Scud rig down through the lower trophy area. Been a lot of boats on the water today. Most of them been concentrating on that upper mile of the lake where they've been catching a lot of fish on white jigs and shad flies. And a few on scuds. I know some guys have been fishing scuds, drifting scuds through. David Pett, one of our guides, has been drifting scuds. That's been really good. Table Rock's almost down to 917, so I don't know if that was a fish or a bite. So if what I heard is true, the water will probably be turned off in the morning. Floodgates. They might leave 2 units on. It won't shut it completely off, I don't think. They always have me guessing. I've got a 12 Peppy and a 14 Mink, which is a little bit of a light brown Scud. Me and Ryan and Wesley tried to do one cast here a little bit ago and kind of was all over the place. We caught a few fish, but the mic didn't work. This mic, it's pretty quiet. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I think me and Ryan are going to look for a new mic system. We're just constantly having problems. Of course, the last new one I dunked in the lake, so that's not necessarily on the mic itself. But it's been messing up since then, here lately. I haven't heard of any real big fish caught today. A lot of nice fish though. I think that was bottom again. And I have a 3/16 ounce bell weight on. I'm also, I'm going to drift down through the Narrows. When I get down past the Narrows, I'm going to go back up and throw a white jig along the bluff bank for a little bit. Saw on Facebook, there's a fish. Okay. Saw on Facebook yesterday, people were posting around here finding the cicada. They're like they would find one or two they'd see. And today, I can't hear them here, but up around the corner at Lookout when we were drifting down through there a little bit ago, there There are a lot of cicadas, and they were fairly loud in the trees. So this is the big hatch this year, so didn't know when it was going to happen. It's a temperature thing. I'm going to net this fish because it's fairly big. It's a nice rainbow. Hold on just a second. I'll get this fly out of your mouth. Get the other fly out of the net. Not bad, about 16 inches or so. He took the gray scud up, the one on the bottom. But after the white bite wears off, after the floodgates go off, the scud is probably going to be the fly to fish with up here. I actually think it's going to be a pretty good fly to fish with all the way down to Trout Hollow. There's another one. Both fish took it pretty hard. Not quite as big. And he took the mink. Thank you for being so good. Oh, come on. Oh, I knew it. I knew you wouldn't stand for it. There you go. I didn't think he would sit still that long. Okay, I'm already at the narrows. Yeah. And we're right in the middle of the narrows. Oh. Well, right down in here is where I thought I'd pick one up, if I'm going to pick one up through here. It's at the bottom where it starts to drop off. A little deeper water, a little slower. We'll see. Well, I lost contact with the bottom. It's that deeper water. A little bit of line. This is 4-pound line. I don't think I mentioned that. Well, 2 fish. That's not bad. Well, I mean, well, there's number 3. I think he must have got. I think I know what happened. I think the hook. Yeah, my second hook must have caught something on the bottom because it just all of a sudden it stopped. It was a good fish, but it was not that good a fish. That actually does not happen that often. Actually, I've still got the top fly. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Something got stuck on the bottom. I don't know who won the fish. Okay, we're gonna go back up to a white jig. Hey guys, we're up here just below Lookout, and we're gonna work this bank. Got yeah, it's an 1/8 ounce white jig that I'm gonna work. Ooh, I got it on 10. So Ryan and I caught some fish along here yesterday. I mean, it wasn't wild and crazy, but we caught some fish. It did seem like we had to get down deep, though, to get bet. They weren't necessarily in the up against the bank in the eddies. And the water's high and fast enough. There's not a whole lot of eddies there. Ooh. Somebody just texted me. I forgot to silence my phone. That's a good pocket right there. There's one. See it? I'm way away from the bank, just down deep. I mean, these fish have seen shad. I'm sure I could drift down the middle and catch some fish too. Big old long rainbow. I can't lift him up. All right. Okay. Long and skinny, doesn't really have a belly, so he hasn't seen a lot of shad. That was bottom. Oh, I about threw that in the trees. really surprised we're not catching fish up in those eddies like that. There's a nice spot. I like that. So I moved out away from the bank and just kind of worked this deep channel a little bit more than the eddies just aren't producing, so. I am just going to let it drift. Really try to get it down on the bottom. Ooh, took something off the surface up there on the bank. Ooh, there's a fish. I had 3 ducks just go over by. They were mallards, 2 drakes and a hen, and they were almost fighting in the air, hitting each other with their wings. That's kind of fun. Well, that's a nice rainbow, but he's not really fighting that hard. That's the biggest rainbow on one cast today. Let me see. I don't have a ruler. I don't have a ruler. I was going to measure him. Look, maybe 20. Somebody needs to put a ruler in this boat. Maybe there's one in another surface on the bank. Here come the same 3 ducks. That's funny. Flying back up. Gonna wear that girl out. Bottom. Here they come again. Oh. Now they just landed in the water. They're still chasing each other. All right, let me tie another jig on. I've still got some time before I get to the end. I missed one there. Here's one. I remember when the water was off and we were up here fly fishing a lot and just catching all the small fish. It's just the opposite right now. Come on. Long and skinny. You need to eat some shat or scuds or both or cicadas. Catch those, eat those cicadas. It's funny, I hadn't heard any. Oh, I just missed him. cicadas down here. Oh, missed another one. They're catching fish off the dock on white jigs last 2 days. I didn't know that. Somebody told me that today. Well, Bruce, my neighbor this morning caught a real nice, well, I had a hold of a real nice fish. He never got it in, broke him off. See, this one's not as big as the last two, but boy, he's fighting a lot harder. He's bulkier. Oh my gosh. God, he is thick. Thick fish. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm gonna have to break off and retie. It's all tangled up in the marabou. And I want to fish the bottom end of this, the narrows. Okay. They're in a white jig better here than up below the dam, for me at least today. Was it 2 days ago that we were heading back down and saw the big schools of shad swimming down through this area on the surface, and fish were busting them, so know that these fish have seen shad. Oh, that's the guy with the go double. I think that's what that's called. That's a cool boat. Last cast. I should catch a fish right through here. Oh, doggone it. Missed him. We did go back behind Eagle Island and fish a little bit with a white jig. And Ryan hooked a real nice brown back there, and it broke him off. All right, I gotta go home. Supposed to go to Menards tonight. We are in flower planting mode at the resort. Landscaping. And Ryan says he's going to take the cover off the pool maybe tomorrow. All right, I'm done. I think I caught 6 fish all together. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.